AI can be a powerful tool in marketing, but nothing is more powerful than FOMO. And right now, both are fueling a buzzy new trend that's being sold as the future of marketing. A trend so groundbreaking that it supposedly threatens to replace entire marketing teams faster than the bed sheets at a Motel 6 on Valentine's Day. The trend is vibe marketing, a name so chill that it could have been coined by Guy Fieri or a pair of Hey Dudes. But what is it? How does it work? And is it really the future of marketing? Let's find out. If you're a marketer and you've been on LinkedIn lately, you've probably noticed a bunch of people posting images like this. This is more than just a Rube Goldberg mess of arrows and apps. It's actually the backbone of vibe marketing. Vibe marketing is inspired by vibe coding, where developers use AI to generate code just by describing what they want. Instead of writing code themselves, they give the AI a prompt, and it builds it for them. Vibe marketing applies the same idea to marketing. It uses automation platforms like N8N or Make to connect tools and AI into workflows that run marketing tasks, most notably content creation and cold outreach. And it does so with little to no human input or code. For content, one setup might scrape the top 5 trending posts from a subreddit through an RSS feed. Then it would send them to ChatGPT to generate 5 LinkedIn posts. Then it would save them in a Google Sheet and push them to a scheduling tool that automatically publishes them. For outreach, a common setup scrapes commenters from a competitor's LinkedIn post using Phantom Buster. The data is then sent to Clay, where it's enriched with emails, phone numbers, and company details. Clay writes the outreach and then it hands it off to another tool to send automatically, either through email, LinkedIn DMs, or even phone calls. Now, automation in marketing is nothing new. Tools like HubSpot and Marketo have helped marketers automate things for years. However, vibe marketing workflows are being promoted as something different. They're being promoted as AI agents. But in reality, they're AI agents in the same way that pizza bagels are fine Italian cuisine. Sure, these workflows incorporate AI tools, but every step is still predefined and rule-based, just like with traditional automation. Real agents make decisions independently. These just follow instructions. But what really makes vibe marketing different is what it tries to automate: content and frontline communications. And it does this by leaning on an AI chatbot like ChatGPT. You know, the same technology that might tell you that Chernobyl is a glow-in-the-dark water park. What could go wrong? So does vibe marketing actually work? From a technical standpoint, it functions until it doesn't. Vibe workflows can handle simple tasks, but once you add more tools and steps, things constantly break down and cost you more time than it saves. But let's focus on the real question. Is this the future of marketing? And will it really replace your team? No, it won't. And no, it's not. At its core, vibe marketing is built on oversimplified assumptions. 1, that most of marketing is just content creation. It's not. 2, that efficiency equals effectiveness. It doesn't. And 3, perhaps worst of all, that people are fine being treated like data points, as if people will happily accept low-effort content while having their data scraped and getting spammed into submission. They won't, and they shouldn't have to. Anyone who's used AI for content knows the risks: hallucinations, lack of originality, the list goes on. According to Harvard Business Review, creating marketing content was a top use case for AI in 2024. But in 2025, it dropped to the bottom of the list. Why? It turns out that leaning on AI to generate content doesn't just result in mid-output, it can actively hurt your brand. Platforms like Google, Facebook, and Instagram have been installing stricter guidelines on AI content. That can mean penalizing content or labeling it if it's suspected to be AI generated. Labeling might not sound so bad on the surface, but a study from PNAS found that people judge the use of AI as lazy and unfavorable. Sporting AI labels on your content could send the wrong signal to your audience, like they aren't even worth the effort. Now let's be honest, gluing together a bunch of apps and APIs to scrape data and automate content creation wouldn't fly in most corporate settings. This is especially true for industries like finance and healthcare, where every piece of content has to undergo legal and compliance review. But who needs compliance when you have vibes? Okay, you get it. Automating content creation, not the best idea. But what's worse is automating cold outreach. Vibe marketers have made LinkedIn and email messier than ever. And that's saying something. LinkedIn DMs are now a wasteland of AI-generated outreach. Every message awkwardly references something scraped from your site or your page, hoping it passes as personalization. Because nothing says personalized like, really enjoyed your latest blog post, bracket, first name, end bracket. This shotgun approach to cold outreach is not innovative. It's lazy. And it violates the terms of service for LinkedIn and most email platforms. But who needs terms when you've got vibes? Quick story. Last month I received a cold call from a sales rep at Deal who was trying to nudge me into a demo of their payroll platform. The rep told me that he reached out simply because I followed Deal on LinkedIn. Yeah, me and 600,000 others. Since when does following a social media page count as an intent signal that I'm ready to buy from you? And who sold you my number? This is where the line between marketing and spam gets blurred, and it's becoming a bigger problem. According to Gallup's 2025 Trust Survey, trust in marketers is at a lowly 8%. This has been attributed to a number of things, most notably AI-generated content and spammy marketing practices. 75% of Americans say that they trust the internet less than ever, and 78% believe it's never been harder to tell what's real and what's AI. As automation gets more aggressive, trust erodes and attention fades. If things get out of hand, all that will be left is AI marketing to other AI. AI as a whole is a big gray area right now. It's exciting, but it's also very intimidating, especially with mounting fears of job displacement and falling behind. A recent IBM survey found that 64% of CEOs invest in AI because of FOMO. And right now, a lot of shady characters are pushing vibe marketing to cash in on that fear. They'll tell you that if you're not automating with AI agents, you're falling behind and you'll become obsolete. Unless, of course, you buy one of their workflows or their courses. These fearmongers love to reduce the future of marketing work to a spectrum between Fred Flintstone and George Jetson. On one end, you're a fully manual caveman using extinct tools and processes until you're replaced. On the other, you're a man of the future, pressing a button that magically automates all aspects of your work effortlessly. But the truth is closer to Tony Stark and his Iron Man suit. A smart person doing impactful work with a smart system running support in the background. And that's assuming generative AI lives up to its promise. AI is a tool, not a strategy. And in marketing, it's best used for operational busy work, like tagging assets, cleaning data, cutting through reporting clutter, and routing leads. But communicating with your audience, building trust, that's not busy work, that's the job. That's where great brands differentiate from the rest. That said, not everything in vibe marketing should be dismissed. There are a few good ideas that are worth salvaging, just applied more practically. For example, instead of scraping platforms to auto-generate content, you can use AI to surface pre-approved assets from your DAM, making it easier to repurpose what you already have. Or, instead of blasting cold outreach, use AI to identify which accounts are truly engaged and interested based on real signals, not inflated ones. But here's the thing. There are mainstream tools that can do this already, like Binder and HubSpot respectively. They have native integrations and scalability, making them a safer bet than stringing together a ton of AI apps in fragile workflows. To be clear, I'm not against AI or workflow automation tools. How you automate is not the issue. What you automate is. Good automation should support your operations, not try to replace the parts of your marketing that need the human touch. Because at the end of the day, we're not marketing to algorithms or rows on a spreadsheet. We're marketing to people.